So let us start with the prayer.
All right.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Okay. Regarding the zero budget spiritual farming, we have looked into various aspects about what are the principles of natural farming. Today we are going to learn. We have also learned about what is Jivamrit and that aspect, also how to prepare Jivamrit, Ghana Jivamrit. These aspects also we are looked into so far. Today we will look into the four-wheeled vehicle of zero budget natural farming. Zero budget natural farming runs on four wheels, just like a vehicle. Okay. The first wheel is about the soil. Okay, how to enrich the soil, how to make sure that there is enough earthworms and if the micro atmosphere, everything is present in the soil. The second wheel is about water. Water is how do we really give vapsa, not the water but water vapor with soil and air, 50-50. That is what actually is the vapsa. How do we provide vapsa? And the third thing is achadana, that means covering the soil with dead material, that is kastachadana, or maybe with the live material, that is jivachadana, or it is maybe with the soil itself when you do the seeding, that is called mrudachadana. So these aspects we have understood. And the fourth one, the fourth wheel of zero budget natural farming is about mixed cropping. Crops, no monocrops. Always crops should be put in, like in a symbiotic way. Jivo jivena jivitam, I have told. This is about how one crop depends on the other crop. Normally we do in agriculture, we see only one crop. Maybe ganna means only ganna. Paddy means only paddy. Gev means only gev. That is, wheat. Like that, people put only one crop, but that is wrong. In nature doesn't, encourage it. In nature, coexistence happens. That means one and another. What is the combination of these things we will understand, also today in this session. And then if you make these four things happen, if you make these four wheels in good shape, zero budget natural farming simply happens. It runs. It just happens. Just like in meditation, there are four conditions to prepare and meditation happens. Same way, if you prepare these four things, zero budget natural farming simply happen. You don't have to do anything addition or anything extra to do it, okay, to get your results. But if there is any of these wheels are not functioning properly, then the fifth wheel, that is stepney, comes into the picture. If one tire is punctured, you have to replace it with the extra wheel that you have, right? That is what actually we call a stepney in a car or something like that. So what is the stepney? That is what is called ASTRAS. ASTRAS means the pesticides and the fungicides and insecticides, which are again from the natural resources, preparing it in tune with nature. So that will not be required as long as these four wheels are in place. Okay, if anything is not properly set, then you will have the problem with insects or with pests or with some kind of a thing where you have to use these, astra. Astra means, weapon. Okay, these are the weapons we use in our agriculture. Right. So this is what actually is the understanding basically we have. Today I am going to share with you some of the very, very interesting and important things about first pest controls. We'll go into pest controls. Okay. Yeah. Today we are going to learn about natural pest controls. Right. Preparations in zero budget natural farming as prescribed by Sri Subhash Palekarji. Now Padma Sri Subhash Palekarji, presented by Sri Ravi, myself. Okay. We'll go into it. Symbiotic life is the solution. This is very, very important. Jivo Jivena Jivitam. If you understand this, you will understand how you can really successfully, effectively use the pest controls. Okay. As the multi-layer crop come up, pests will come down. That means one plant supports the other so that there won't be any kind of a pest, infections or anything that happens. Okay. So the next thing is about friendly insects. There are insects which are very, very important to bring harmony in the fields. Without insects, your agriculture will not be successful. For pollination, you require insects which will come and sit on the flower, from flower to flower. That's how actually the cross pollination happens so that you will get the fruits. If there are no insects, your crop will be failure, even in spite of the blooming flowers, everything like that. So, friendly insects also we have to understand as a part of symbiotic life. There are natural pest controls to protect the friendly insects and drive away the enemies. So nature has its own way to protect. So if you understand the nature's ways, you will be able to develop natural pest controls to protect the friendly insects and drive away the enemies. If you use the chemical pesticides and all these things, what happens? It is just like putting a bomb. It will not choose who are good, who are bad. Everybody will be destroyed. So it is not the case with the way that we prepare the natural pest controlling system. Okay. Then by natural farming, this is another thing, by using Jivamrut and all such kind of things, soil becomes healthy. Because when the soil is healthy, the plant is healthy. When the mother is healthy, baby is healthy. So there will be no need for any pest controls in the first place itself. For all the, like you don't see any kind of an infection, pest and all these kind of things, affecting the forest. Forests are there for thousands and thousands of years. That means what? You mean to say that there were no pests and infections and all that? In spite of it, those trees and all the beautiful greenery, everything is still intact because the soil is rich. When the soil is good, is healthy, naturally, there won't be any pests. Okay, so when you use chemical fertilizers, chemical methods, and using machinery and such kind of things which will do more damage to the soil, then what happens? Because the mother is weak, the plant, even though it comes up, looks very big and all that, it doesn't have that strength to withstand the onslaught of the infections. So that's why soil is to be rich, soil is to be healthy. For that only we are using Jivamrut or Ghana Jivamrut, that makes sure that there is proper amount of micro atmosphere in the soil, that is what actually is the health of the soil. The better the the richness of microorganisms in the soil, the immunity of the plant will be better. Okay, we are talking about even today we are all affected by this infection, that infection, and all these things. All these things are because we don't have that micro atmosphere required in our system. People died in spite of all the medical treatment. More due to that, it is because the micro atmosphere that exists in the system is damaged further by the medical use. So the same way we are destroying the natural micro atmosphere in the soil. This we should understand. So what are the natural pest controls? We call them ASTRAS. ASTRA, like in the war, they use ASTRA. So it's the same way, okay? So one is called NEEMASTRAM. I'll just give the names, you will note that. The second is BRAHMASTRA. And the another one, these are all the names we only give. AGNI, okay, fire. PARNI KASHAYAM. And then we have bitter buttermilk, also is a good astra. Then SHUNTASTHRA and other SHILINDRA NASHAKs, that is fungicides. Okay. Then we will even use Jeevamrut as a pest control. When you spray Jeevamrut on the plant, it also works as a beautiful SHILINDRA NASHAK. So let us understand what is NEEMASTRA. The name NEEMASTRA itself has neem, no? So we use neem leaves, no, not neem oil and neem other things, bark or anything like neem leaves we use to prepare NEEMASTRA. We require 200 liters of water, one drum, blue drum of water. Then 2 kg of fresh Deshi cow dung. We collect fresh one. For this we have to use a fresh cow dung, 2 kgs. And then 10 liters Deshi cow urine we add to this. And then 10 kg of neem leaves we use. This we have to make it into, cut it into pieces. The neem leaves are to be made into small pieces and put it. Mix them all in a drum for 3 days. In summer, if 2 days is enough, because in summer the microorganisms grow fast. Okay, because of that heat in the atmosphere, they grow faster. In winter, this kind of a season, you have to use it for 3 days. Stir it in clockwise direction. Clockwise you have to stir. So 3 times you have to mix every day for 3 days. That means 9 times you have mixed. And after 3 days, 4th day it is ready to be used. NEEMASTRA is ready. What we have to do, first you take a basket and first filter them so the leaves and big material will be filtered out. Then the remaining liquid we filter it by a cloth. When you filter it with a cloth, it will be a fine liquid solution. So that can be used with water to spray. This, how to use and all that I will tell you later. But when it comes to NEEMASTRAM, you can preserve it in shade for 6 months. Once you make it, you can store it for 6 months, but in shade, in a room or under a tree or something like that, covered with a cloth or some kind of a material, and you can keep it like that. Don't put airtight kind of a thing. Okay, it should not be done that, right? Then this is insecticide and fungicide. Know that we don't use a copper vessel for this. We don't prefer to use any metallic vessel for making NEEMASTRA. This is a quantity, whatever I have given is per acre for one spray. Per acre for one spray, this is a quantity. Whatever I give as a quantity is per acre quantity. Okay. So 200 liters water and all these things is per acre. If you have got 5 acres, you have to make 1000 liter water. Okay, with that you have to make. So this is both. One is insecticide and fungicide also. If there is a insect bite, it will protect plant from insect bites. So if you spray it at the time, I'll tell you when it is to be sprayed. So no insects will come and attack the crop. Then it also works as a fungicide, so fungus will not develop. Even if there is fungus, if you spray, fungus will simply go. Okay. So then spray it directly on plants, without diluting per 1 acre. This you are not going to dilute with water. This is as it is, you will be spraying it. Okay. Now, next is BRAHAMSTRAM. So, what are the requirements for BRAHAMSTRAM? 5 kg neem leaves, 2 kg Milicia pinnata, that is kanuga. I don't know what you call in Hindi. Okay. Then we use 2 kg bitter gourd leaves, and then 2 kg sitafal leaves, then 2 kg Wavili lucky leaves, it is called lucky leaves, then 2 kg lantana camellia leaves, Bailey, it is also called Bailey, then 2 kg banyan leaves, then 2 kg dhatura leaves, all leaves we are using here, 2 kg guava leaves, and 2 kg anar leaves, 2 kg parthenium leaves, and like this we use, this is what actually is the Milicia pinnata, that is kanuga we say. Then these are the bitter gourd leaves, okay. Then this is sitafal leaves, and then this is the lucky tree, okay, leaves. And then this is a lantana camellia, you must have seen this on the railway track or on the sides of these things, okay. As a fencing it is used. Then, banyan trees, leaves. Then dhatura, dhatura is very poisonous, these leaves also we use. Then jama, this is guava leaves. And then we use anar leaves. Then, parthenium. This is the parthenium, which is a weed, we will find that leaves also we use. So how to prepare BRAHAMSTRAM? So take 5 out of that 11 leaves mentioned. Not all the 11 leaves are required. I have given you 11 leaves. Out of that, 5 you can choose, because you may not get all the 11 leaves. So definitely you can find 5 leaves anywhere in this country. And grind them. You have to grind them on a stone. You put them and then use a stone to grind them, not in a mixie. Okay, not in a grinder like this. You have to do it on a rock, on a stone. Take 40 to 50 kg capacity vessel. Avoid copper vessel. That vessel should have a lid to cover. Okay, 40 to 50 kg capacity vessel, and then take 20 liters deshi cow urine plus grinded leaves in the vessel and boil it for 4 boils. What it means by 4 boils? You will be putting it, the fire till the first boil comes, then reduce the fire. Again, you put the fire up, again it comes up, second boil comes again, remove some firewood again. Again you increase, so that like that you do 4 times, it has to boil, it has to come up. So all this together, what you have put 5 kinds of leaves, in a 40 to 50 kg vessel with 20 liters of deshi cow urine. These grinded leaves are put, and this all is done in 20 liters of deshi cow urine. You have to use only deshi cow urine, okay. Then bring it to 15 liters. When you do like this, the 20 liters will come down to 15 liters. After that, you just close the lid, put off the fire, allow it to cool for 2 to 4 days. Okay, minimum 2 days to maximum 4 days you can use it. But every day you have to stir it 3 times, morning, afternoon, evening. Okay, in clockwise direction. Stir it, and then cover it. Stir it and cover it. Like this you have to prepare it. Then after that, what you do, you filter this in a cloth, just like this before I told you, first with a basket, so that all the leaves, such kind of things will be filtered. Then in a cloth you filter it, and you can use this for 3 months. You can store it in a can. This can be capped. Okay, this can be capped and kept in plastic cans or something like that. Store it for 3 months, you can use it. Okay, how to use BRAHAMSTRAM? Whenever you see on the leaf, below the leaf, if you see this kind of eggs, these are all the eggs of insects. You must keep, a farmer has to always look at the leaf down, up, and all that, to see if there are any signs of insects coming up, because the insects are also grown on the plant itself, and those insects only will bite your fruit or the plant or leaf, anything like that. So when eggs of insects are found below the leaves, then spray it so that its life will be stopped there itself. Dilute it by 200 liters of water with 6 liters of BRAHMASTRA. For 200 liters water, you have to add only 6 liters of BRAHMASTRA. Okay, like this, and then that is to be sprayed on all the crop. If eggs are not found, okay, this can be used as one of the 5th sprays. We have got various sprays for 180 or above days of crop. If the crop is about 6 months crop or 1 year crop, what we have to do is we keep spraying regularly. I will give you the schedule. So 5th spray is BRAHMASTRA. Okay, Jivamrutam in 20 liters of water per acre, and this also you use it as BRAHMASTRA. Okay, both you will be using it, right? Then comes AGNI ASTRA. AGNI ASTRA means what? Agni means fire. Okay, this is 1 kg tobacco leaves plus half kg very spicy green mirchi itself. Okay, green mirchi. You have to take half kg. Then half kg deshi garlic. Then 5 kg neem leaves. Grind them to paste. No mixture. Okay, you have to grind it. Okay, and only men have to do this job. Take 20 liter deshi cow urine in a mud pot and mix the paste and boil for 4 boils. Simply, just like I told you in the last thing. BRAHMASTRAM, AGNI ASTRA also is done with 4 boils. Okay, this whole thing is put in 20 liters of cow urine and then boiled for 4 times. Cool it for 4 days, stirring 3 times a day, and AGNI ASTRA is ready. Filter it with a cloth in a mud pot covered by cloth for 3 months. This is to be put in a mud pot with a cloth covered, tied. Okay, put a cloth and put a rope around the neck and keep it. You can use it for 3 months. Okay, because when you want it, you cannot get it in the market. You can prepare it when you put the crop. Immediately after the crop, there is nothing much work to be done. Prepare AGNI ASTRA and keep it ready. Okay, this is a tobacco leaves, either fresh leaves or dried leaves, both you can use. Okay, and spicy mirchi we use. Then deshi garlic. Deshi garlic are small size. The hybrid are big in size. Okay, then neem leaves. Then deshi cow urine. Then we use it in a pot of 20 liters, cow urine, and boil it. Now, how to use AGNI ASTRA? How do you know where to use AGNI ASTRA? If the leaves are all having this kind of burning kind of a thing, and the leaves are all becoming like this, shrinking, because of this is an infection. It's a viral infection that is coming to the plant. Then we use AGNI ASTRA. Like for crops like tomato, pomegranate, when thrips is a very deadly disease. There is no medicine so far in any kind of chemical farming. Okay, when they use the thrips when they use this, the plant also dies. But here, when we use this AGNI ASTRA, the tree comes out very strongly and it just drives away the thrips. 20 liters of water, 3 liters of BRAHMASTRA, 3 liters of AGNI ASTRA. You mix it together and spray. Okay, for 1 acre, this much. But remember one thing, NEEMASTRA for all insects, sucking insects, those insects which will bite and dry the plant. When it bites, that above that, wherever the bite, the whole plant will start becoming dried. Okay, this is what it is. Then BRAHMASTRA for stem and leaf eating insects. Okay, then AGNI ASTRA is for stem boring, fruit boring insects. When the insects are all boring, that is the time where you have to use NEEMASTRA, BRAHMASTRA, AGNI ASTRA. Now you should understand where to use these things, right? That's good. These are the sucking insects. Okay, they come and suck the juice from the plant, and it will dry up the plant. Then these kind of things are the ones which are all like caterpillars. They will keep eating all the leaves. When you see them, use BRAHMASTRA. And when such kind of things sit and then they keep eating the stem, AGNI is to be used. Okay, this is also kind of a thing that is really killing the plant. So use AGNI. Okay, stem boring. See, this is fruit boring. They are eating the fruit. So what you have to use is AGNI. Okay, this is also a insect bite that is drying up the fruit. So if you use AGNI, such kind of plant, problem will not come. Now coming to Dasha Parni Kashayam. Dasha means 10, Parni means leaves. This is a Kashayam made out of 10 leaves. That's why it is called Dasha Parni Kashayam. Kashayam means a decoction. This is an alternative for all ASTRAs above. If you don't know whether to use this ASTRA, that ASTRA, this ASTRA, this Dasha Parni Kashaya, if you have, that is one for all. I have made one more such kind of a Kashayam. That is my own invention that I have applied for patent. That is also very, very effective. Okay, this is an alternative for all ASTRAs above. 200 liter water, 2 kg deshi cow fresh dung plus 10 liter deshi cow urine, 200 grams powder dry ginger. Okay, ginger, dry ginger. Then leaf pieces of 5 kg neem, 1 kg deshi marigold, 1 kg that is I'll show you all those leaves. Okay, this is the cow dung. Okay, fresh cow dung. Okay, then you have to use cow urine. You have to collect the cow urine. Then this neem leaves. Then this is the marigold. Marigold leaves. These are all leaves only. Okay, and then we use this leaves, kanuga. Then we use arkanut leaves. Arkanut is panka. Then sitafal leaves, and then our coffee leaves, lucky leaves, and guava leaves, banyan tree leaves, pomegranate leaves, datura, that is this is datura leaves, or ganneru, this is this flower, you must see everywhere. These leaves are even mango leaves, or this tree you must be finding it everywhere in the country. We call it simajali. These leaves are even tulsi leaves. Okay, half kg tulsi leaves. Out of this, you don't have to use all the leaves. You have to take 10 out of these things. How do you prepare? I'll tell you. Okay, first 10 of the leaves are first 5 plus any other 5 of the remaining leaves. First 5 are important. Okay, paste of 1 kg tobacco leaves, 1 kg hot green mirchi, half kg deshi garlic. You have to take and first grind them together and add them and stir it 2 times a day for 40 days covered by cloth in shade. This is to be made separately. First, we have to start. 40 days it takes. The Dasha Kashaya takes 40 days of fermentation. Okay. Then 41st day, filter in cloth and use it for 6 months. Spray with 200 liter water plus 6 liter Kashaya per acre. Okay, you have to add 6 liters of this and then it can do it. Total insecticide to be used finding eggs below leaves. If there is any eggs you find, immediately you spray throughout the garden, then nothing, no infection will be there, no insects will be there. Then other fungicides, Shilindra NASHAKs are SHUNTASTHRA, Shunta. Shunti means what? 20. Okay, that is dry ginger. 2 liters deshi cow milk boiled and the cream you remove it. Okay, you use the cream for yourself. Okay, take mud pot of 2 liter water, 200 grams dry ginger powder, add to it into the 2 liters water, boil till it becomes half, that means 1 liter, then just cool it. Then mix above milk to this 2 liters deshi cow milk is there now, no? That you have to add to this in a cool place for 24 hours. stirring 3 times. In one day, you have to do it 3 times. Okay. Then filter with cloth, add to 200 liter water, spray per acre. Whatever you have got, you mix it with 200 liters water and spray. This is per acre. Okay. Use black pepper powder in place of dry ginger. In case you don't get dry ginger, instead of 200 grams of dry ginger, you can even use 200 grams of black pepper or 100 grams black pepper, 100 grams dry ginger also you can use. Okay. So this is how you can use this. So here we use Deshi cow milk. Okay. Yeah. This is dry ginger. This is black pepper. You must be knowing what is what. Then second Shilindra Nashak is what? Buttermilk. 200 liters water plus 6 liters fermented Deshi cow buttermilk. Deshi cow buttermilk fermented means at least 4 days you keep it fermented. No? So by 4th day it will be smelling very bad, the buttermilk. That is the one to be added to it. Okay. And in a copper vessel for 40 days, if you can keep it. If you keep the buttermilk in a copper vessel for 40 days, that's the best ever fungicide. Shilindra Nashak means fungicide. Fermented Deshi cow buttermilk is a good pest control also. Okay. This is a very good pest control also. It will help in that way. Okay. Then third Shilindra Nashak is 5 kg dried Deshi cow dung. So when you see dried Deshi cow dung, you collect it from the forest and powder it. Then 200 liters water, add to it. Okay, 5 kg dried Deshi cow dung, add to 200 liters of water. Keep it for 24 to 48 hours. That means 2 days, 1 to 2 days. Stirring it 3 times a day. And filter in a cloth and spray. This is also a very good fungicide. Okay, beautiful. The third fungicide is 20 liters Deshi cow urine plus 3 kg sitafal leaves, 3 kg drumstick leaves. Keep it for 48 hours, stirring 3 times a day. Filter in cloth and add to 200 liters of water and spray. Okay, this is also a good Shilindra Nashak. Okay, so sitafal leaves are and drumstick leaves. We use only leaves. And Shilindra Nashak, next one is neem paste. For horticulture plants, we use Shilindra Nashak 5. Okay, neem paste itself will make. Horticultural plants we use to use against deadly fungus, dripping gum from the plants. You must have seen gum coming from the plant like this. Then you have to apply the neem paste to the plant. How do you make neem paste? 50 liter water, 20 liter Deshi cow urine, 20 kg Deshi cow fresh dung, 20 kg paste of neem leaves. These are the requirements. During Dakshinayana, that is during July 21st to December 20th. Now we are in Dakshinayana. 48 hours you have to do, keep it. You have to keep it for 48 hours, means 2 days. If it is during Uttarayana, that is from December 21st to June 20th, you have to use it for 72 hours. That means, 3 days. All right. So stir 3 times a day. After 4 days, the thick solution can be applied to the stems to as much as you can reach. Your hands can reach to that point. You have to apply to the each plant, each big tree. That will simply clear all these pests. Okay, the tree becomes healthy, strong, and next time it doesn't require all this care. Use it very next day of preparation. Do not keep it longer. Okay, this is to be instantly made and used. That's how it is. Right. Then GUMMOSIS. This is again same thing like with gum oozing from the plants. GUMMOSIS, if that is the problem. 100 grams asafoetida, hing we call, no? That one, tie it in a cloth and hang it in the flowing water during irrigation. When the water is supplied, you put it there so the water flows on this cloth, taking the essence of that asafoetida, and it reaches every plant. Okay, this is how it goes to all the plants. Or 200-liter water, add 20 grams asafoetida powder, spray when the soil is wet. When you have already given water to the plants, that is the time we have to spray it so that it goes to the root zone, because most of this gummosis is not coming on the plant, it is working from the root. When it goes to the root zone, it clears all the infection there, right? Yeah. Then there are some tonics. We have natural forming tonics which will improve the crop yield, the size of the crop, and also the color, the taste, its ability to hold its lifespan. Everything will be increased with these tonics. The first tonic is SAPTA DHANYA KASHAYA. With 7 seeds, we make the kashaya. So one is 100 gram till dipped in water for sprouting. That means you have kept it for sprouting. It is about to sprout, so 100 grams till. Then another vessel you take on the next day, a bigger vessel you have to take, and then add 100 grams green gram, 100 grams urd, 100 grams pigeon pea, that is alasanda in Telugu, 100 grams moat, or we call it anumulu in Telugu, 100 grams Bengal gram, 100 grams wheat. Soak them all in water 6 inches above the sprout. If you put it, and water should come 6 inches above the seeds, like that you soak them. Okay, for sprouting. All these are to be sprouted. All sprouted 7 seeds I have given you to be made into a paste. Okay, you have to paste it, make it into a paste, right? Yeah, this is Sapta Dhanya Kashaya. So this is the til, this is the green gram, urd gram, and this is pigeon pea, and this is Bengal gram, madike. This is Bengal gram, and this is wheat. Okay, and these are all to be all these 7 are to be sprouted. Okay, to make a paste. How to prepare and how to use, I will tell you. Okay, 200-liter water, Sapta Dhanya paste is to be added, 5 liters Deshi cow urine, and water used for soaking the seeds was there. Don't throw it away. That water you kept it for soaking, you keep it in a separate vessel, and that also is to be added to this. Okay, keep it in a cool place for 24 hours, stirring 3 times a day. Okay, then filter with cloth and spray it on the crops 15 to 21 days before harvest. If you are going to get in 3 weeks or in 2 weeks, you are going to get the harvest. Just before that, if you spray it, all that will be coming out with plenty. I have grown 5 kg mango. One mango is of 5 kgs. I have done it, this experiment with this Sapta Dhyanyankur. You will not get empty crops. Normally when you do this, we say jollu antar, jollu in Telugu. That means there is the crop has come, but there are no seeds in it. Okay, that will never happen if you use Sapta Dhyanyankur. More weightage. Normally if you get 40 bags per acre, you will get 60. Our Indian farmers have grown even 120 bags per acre. To that extent they have done. Crop will be shining, and then long storage capacity. They don't require cold storage and all that, but they will be standing for a very long time. We have done with tomato, which stood for 40 days without any, and after 40 days also it didn't spoil, it just dried up. So you can use it as a dry tomato also. That's what it is. So tonics, another second tonic is, we are coming back. Coconut water we use. 20 liters water, 5 liter ripened coconut water. How do you get 5 liter ripened coconut water? In temples they break the coconut and they just throw away the coconut water. So what we have done in the temple, we have given a bucket and we asked them to put that water in there. We got so much of coconut water. Okay, 5 liters, what, so much. So you use it with 200 liters of water, 5 liters of coconut water, and then spray it per crop. That's also a beautiful tonic. Then the third tonic is for increasing the size of the fruits and shining. Okay, what we have to do, 200 grams Jyeshta Madhu, Ati Madhuram, it is called in Telugu. Jyeshta Madhu powder, and 200 grams of black til, and then powder, and then 5 liters water. In 5 liters water, you put these things, powders, and then boil it till it becomes half the quantity. That means from 5 liters, it should become 2.5 liters. Cool it and add this 200 liters water, 1 kg jaggery powder, and this boiled and cooled solution. That is ready. All tonics alternately to be sprayed 15 days once on vegetables, coconut crop, coconut crop, banana crop, from flowering to small fruits. When they from the flowering stage, once you see the flowers, you spray the first tonic. But then after 15 days, you spray the second tonic. After 15 days, you spray the third tonic. Like this, when you spray that, what happens is you will get beautiful, fruits, right? Very, very healthy, very strong, very tasty. Okay, all these are yours. Okay, this is Jyeshta Madhu. This is available in the market, and this is use the til. Okay, right? Yeah, black til. Then for any of the books that you require, you take this address, contact Subhash Palekarji, who will send you these books. Okay, now you must have understood how to prepare different astras, tonics, and all these things. If you have any questions, take a few minutes to ask me questions. Yep. Dr. Shejal, okay. Tirumalesh, yeah, please.
Guruji, you are telling so many tonics and these items, which we need to remember. Now it is 3. Is any practical session of these things to know us?
You do it. It's not clear. You can do it at your home. Okay. You need not do it at a big quantity. With the same ratio, you can do it with a small quantity also. And you can use it. We did it in our backyard. First, before we do it on the big crop, not on acres, we have a small garden. We did it only this much. This much is also too much for our thing. Okay, 1 glass is enough for the whole backyard. So like this, we have prepared and we used it, and we have seen it working so good. Okay, yeah. It's only the ratio that matters. That's all. You require only this much of cow dung. Okay, only this much of cow urine. Like this, we use that, right?
Is there any safety precautions we need to take, sir?
Yeah,
gloves.
Yeah, no, not like that, but that is not required. Gloves and all those things are not required unless it is thorny. You may have to be careful when you pluck the fruit and leaves and all that. But otherwise, we have one thing. We don't recommend women to prepare any of these astras. We recommend only men to prepare because they have got some kind of an impact on their hormonal glands. So we also we don't allow women to go and stir also. Even while spraying also, it's all man's job. Men have to do this. This is one precaution. Nice question. Thank you. Yep. Any other question? While preparing, if you get any question, you can call me. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Rami?
We want, sir, please send slides of this, all astras.
Definitely. The whole PowerPoint will be sent to you, right?
And please send the link for ordering the book.
Yeah, all that is in the PowerPoint. You can see that. Okay. Yes, doctor. Good, Timlesh.
What is the difference between the stirring and clockwise and anti-clockwise?
Yeah. When you stir it in clockwise, when you stir it this way in clockwise, it will be improving the, it will develop the microorganisms which are helpful to the crop. I have already told in the last session about it in detail. You missed the last session. If you stir it in the anti-clockwise, those infectious or those which harm, which are present in that atmosphere, will start increasing. So we have to do it clockwise. Okay, that's why we do go around the temple also in clockwise. Right.
Think positive.
Okay. Think clockwise. Yep. Anything else? I think I will close the session today because we are already late when we prepared it. Okay, yeah, you prepare these things and use it. Okay, when you do it, what you get is something much higher than whatever you learned by understanding theory and all those things. Okay, these are all very much available in your garden and in your surrounding. It doesn't take much effort. It is completely, almost you may be spending hardly 100 rupees. Hardly, I tell you, okay. So, but the knowledge you gain, the experience you gain, the joy you get is something beyond words, because you have discovered something completely new. You are completely independent of the market outside. Okay, this is what it is, right? So like I have everything. I don't buy anything from outside. I have my own drumstick plantation. I have my own these things. So I don't have to buy. I have to go to the garden, pluck these things, and then prepare it and then use it. It works beautiful. Okay, that's how it is. Right, nice. Any other
Sir,
questions?
how many farmers and on which land at present using this only? No chemical.
There must be more than 70, 80 lakh farmers are doing it.
Okay. This for knowledge only. This is for knowledge.
Yeah, more than 70, 80 lakhs. When I was actively teaching about 4 years back, I have the data of about 50 lakh farmers. Now it must be another 20, 30 lakhs now increased. This is how it is going on. Okay, when farmers are not using, even after knowing it, it is because they are lazy, that's all, nothing else. Okay, because they think they can go buy anything and then do it like that. Or because some people feel shy, like, ashamed of doing this cow dung and all that. They think if they buy something from the market, they think they are doing a very advanced technology. All wrong. Okay, that kind of things only make people fall. Okay, all right. Nice, doctor. Yeah.
Nice session. Nice.
We are going to do this, right? Yeah. In the
Yes,
next, we will be looking into models about how to do it, how do you make, and breeding nurseries, how to develop nurseries. If you look at the prosperity of a village, it is not in the crop, it is in the nursery. Whichever village takes care of nursery well, that village will be very, very rich. If you have got only 1 acre land, I will show you how to earn 20 lakhs per year from that land just by growing proper nursery. Okay, that will give you so much, because nursery is something that goes faster and the prices are high. Okay, you see, if you sell one plant, not less than 20 rupees will come. Okay, but if you grow it, that how much time it takes? Hardly about a few months. Okay, but if you get the crop and all that, it will be years. Okay, so it consumes more area, space, everything. So if you look at it, nurseries are the most profitable business for farmers. Okay, we have to develop, and naturally formed nurseries will not have any inborn infections. When you buy from a nursery a plant and you put it in your garden, it is already infected because they are all grown in an unnatural atmosphere. Okay, understand? So if you grow it in a natural way, its lifespan, its everything, yield, everything will be very high. So that we will take up in the next session. Thank you very much. Shubharatri.
Thank you, Raviji. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sharji.
Beautiful session.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Ravi.
Thanks, sir. Very, very thanks.
Namaste, Raviji. Good night.
Shubharatri.
Good night. Good night. Jai Gurudev.
Vande Guru Parampara.